I'm really happy, Ron, that we've had this possibility of sitting down and looking forward to our concert and with your new piece that you've written, a viola concerto for a very illustrious soloist, Máté Szücs, who was until recently, the principal viola of the Berlin Philharmonic. Tell me how this all came about.
Well, it started when the Berlin Philharmonic came to Toronto in 2018. And besides performing as an orchestra, they allowed their musicians to play chamber music concerts and give master classes. And I got to hear a concert with the Canadian Sinfonietta where they had Mate perform with them. And I loved the concert. I got the opportunity to meet him and was just blown away by his playing, and also just really enjoyed meeting him as a person. And at that point, he said he wanted to come back and perform in Toronto, and the Canadian Sinfonietta arranged for this. And they also asked me to compose a chamber music piece, which included him and their players, and that happened. And it got performed and recorded. The piece is called Mirage. It is out commercially now. And then at that point, Mate said, "I really love your music. Will you write me a viola concerto?" And I was completely honored.
Let's talk about the music a little bit, Ron. I've had a lot of fun working on the score and looking forward to trying to put this together with the orchestra and meeting Mathieu and working on this. What I see in your music a lot are a lot of influences. Of course, obvious influences would be Hollywood composers. That's true to where you come from originally. And the other thing that I see are influences of composers of the 20th century, but there's very much your voice. What is your feeling, and what are you trying to put across in this concerto?
Well, first, as a composer, I try to really bring across that I love music, and there's a passion and there's a certain joy there. And this is also Mate. He's a person who just loves music. He loves sharing it with people. He's a very charismatic performer. So I think having that joy and also that fun in the music is really important for both of us. He also wanted a concerto that would be virtuosic, because there's some wonderful concertos that really showcase the lyrical side of the viola, but not as much that they can be a real show instrument as well. So he really wanted to showcase all the different elements of the viola, and hence the title Rhapsody Concerto. So that typically if a rhapsody starts slow, goes from highly contrasted sections, and it ends with fast virtuosic playing. And so for me as a composer, it's like you have a race car, like get it on the track and let them go. And so it was really fun being able to write some pretty crazy viola stuff and knowing that he would be able to play it amazingly well.
There are a lot of dance rhythms in the music. There are things that make me think a little bit of, like I said before, Prokofiev, Bartok, Ravel. Of course, the Peterborough Symphony concert has music by both Prokofiev and Ravel on it. Uh, but there's a very large canvas for the orchestra to be able to shine. It's almost, they're like outbursts of the entire orchestra,
Yeah.
while the viola is doing all kinds of pyrotechnics, which are just bizarre but fun. Uh, and I also noticed that the beginning of each movement you have a different time of day. How did this come about?
Well, it again, it kind of fit into the whole idea of the Rhapsody Concerto and having really diverse musical elements, and so I having started my career working in Hollywood and working on film scores, that creating mood is important. So that's part of the process of having these interesting, varied musical out. So so when thinking about it, I realized that kind of the day in the life of Máté Szücs is kind of my nickname for the piece, because in a day, professional musician, we rehearse, we play concerts, we do so many diverse things, and the music we play is very diverse. So I thought it'd be fun to call it give each movement, a different time of day, and again, it enables me to allow the viola to showcase his talents in many different ways.
And the thing I really like about this is that the day of a musician you have as beginning in the evening. And then after that, the next thing that happens is the morning, which for most of us musicians doesn't happen really super early. And then we have the afternoon, which kind of completes the day, because then we're on to the next thing and then the next evening, isn't it?
That's
It's like
right.
that.
That's right. It's about the evening for us. But though Mate's a morning person, I'm not. I'm a night owl. So people have been joking about this early morning scherzo. What are you doing? It's that's not you, Ron. I said no. It's Mate. He's a morning guy.
Well, luckily for you, this is going to be an evening performance. We're really looking forward to having you with us, Ron, at the Peterborough Symphony concert on November the 4th. And we're going to be talking in more depth about your concerto. And of course, we are so excited to have Máté with the orchestra and to be in Peterborough to play this really exciting piece and lots of fun. So thank you once again for asking us to get involved, and we have a long, I think, working relationship with one another. We've done a lot of your music here in Peterborough,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit like a coming home event for us.
Well, I'm really excited. It's you're a great conductor, and you always do an amazing job of conducting my music. So I'm really thrilled that you jumped onto this project from the beginning. And I know Mate's looking forward to coming to Peterborough. I'm looking forward to it, and I have a lot of friends in the orchestra. It's going to be a fun night.
Can't wait.